Food for thought. Is the Citadel in Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel actually a forgotten old dead god? Ancient dead god theorists say yes. GameMasters here, and I've been reading cover to cover the different books in the new 5th edition Spelljammer box set, and have been looking over the astral plane map, in which we find spotted throughout the astral sea these little bits called Astral Dominion and Dead God. And then I ran across this bit. The astral sea is also where one can find the petrified remains of gods who were slain by more powerful entities or who lost all their mortal worshippers and perished as a result. A dead god looks like a gigantic nondescript stone state that bears little resemblance to the divine entity it once was. Creatures of the astral plane sometimes turn these drifting hulks into outposts and cities, many of which are hollowed out beneath the surface. Now, let's jump into the Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. It reads, "The Citadel is a miracle of architecture, a floating city carved out of a single massive fossil that snakes around a colossal gemstone shard. A floating city carved out of a single massive fossil." To reference again, the astral sea is also where one can find the petrified remains of gods. Back to the Radiant Citadel's description, it further states, "The city rises from a gargantuan fossil, and every road and building has been carved from it." Back to Spelljammer. Githyanki, mind flayers, and other natives of the astral plane sometimes turn these drifting hulks into outposts and cities, many of which are hollowed out beneath the surface. While neither book directly references the other, I can't help but see a connection here. I'm convinced that the Radiant Citadel's fossilized structure, not the auroral diamond itself, but the city that surrounds it, is the petrified remains of an ancient god, and is mentioned in the Astral Adventurer's Guide. Further, we have also seen in the Radiant Citadel this passage. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me share these with more eyes, and I thank you for that. Actually, that passage isn't in here, but I do thank you. The actual passage reads, "Some scholars studying the Radiant Citadel's origins posit that the Citadel is a relic of the mythical First World and was a vital center of diplomacy between great cultures before a cataclysmic event shattered that world." With each new book that comes out, we get a small reference to the cataclysmic event that happened when the First World was shattered. Even in Fizban's Treasury of Dragons, it has this very long poem, the Elegy of the First World, that provides details from that cataclysm, even telling us that Sardior, the first dragon created by Bahamut and Tiamat, and later destroyed by Tiamat, has been described as having a long and sinewy body, looking in appearance much like a wyvern, long and snake-like, which in turn reminds me of the line in the Radiant Citadel describing the city itself being a massive fossil that snakes around a colossal gemstone shard. So this is my question to you. Is the fossilized creature that the scholars posit to be a relic of the First World in here, is that actually Sardior? Food for thought, and something that I may just solidify as being canon in my ongoing campaign's backstory. Something that my players may uncover as they traverse the astral sea and move through the content found within the new Spelljammer box set. One thing is for sure, I certainly see connections between all of the books that Wizards has released over the past couple of years. Normally, I'd post up here a video that directly connects to the topic we've been chatting about, but I'll let the YouTube algorithm show you what it thinks is the next best one for you to watch. What do you think? Am I totally off the map here, and am I reading too much into this, into these connections, or do you see it too? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next our paths cross, may the astral sea reveal its secrets to you.